Starting by the name of Allah, who is most merciful, benevolent, and compassionate. My name is Tahir Afridi. I am an English as a foreign language instructor. I have been teaching English for 4 years. In this series of videos, I am going to teach grammar along with its parts. All grammar parts will be taught here. If you are interested in learning grammar, so you can watch this series of videos, and each and every part of grammar will be discussed with details. Definitely school, college and university students, they have difficulties with the grammar, especially in their speaking and most importantly in their writing. So if you want to overcome these problems and these hurdles, so this series of videos is for you people, and you can get benefit of it. We are going to highlight all these grammatical or grammar parts one by one. So I hope so you are here. Let's get started. The parts of grammar, they are listed here. The first part is parts of speech. Parts of speech has 8 elements, and it starts from noun and ends on interjection. Some people also add determiners. We will be teaching you determiners later on. The first priority will be parts of speech, so you can learn parts of speech here. The second one is tenses. This is the second part which I have arranged here properly. In tenses, you will be studying almost all tenses of grammar, especially some models will also be taught here. In voice and its types, you can study active voice here, you can study passive voice. I'll teach you both of them along with its rules and its usage. Speech and its types are given. We have direct speech and indirect speech. Also you can call them coded speech and reported speech. So speech and its types, they will be taught, and you can learn them easily in a really simple way. The fifth one is clause and its types. So clause, we mainly have 2 types of clauses. The first one is dependent clause. The second one is independent clause. They further have more types. They are divided into 2 to 3 types. So you can learn here clause along with its types and its different uses in grammar. Sometimes a clause can function as a noun, sometimes it can function as an adverb, sometimes it can function as an adjective. So these all things will be taught really simply. The sixth one is sentence and its types. We have 7 types of sentences. Like sometimes people are just getting confused that there is a simple word which is congratulations only, and they don't understand. They say that there is no subject, no verb, but again it has a complete meaning and sense. So how can we call that a sentence? That is a type of sentence which we call absolute segment sentence. The 7th one is gerund. Gerund, that is the ing form of verb, but it functions in a sentence is a noun. So that's why we call it gerund. It's a specific name for it. You can study gerund here, and we will be teaching you its all details along with its forms. It has present form, past forms, so they all will be explained clearly. The next one is infinitive. Infinitive and gerund, these both function as a noun. Infinitive is actually, that is 2 plus verb 1 and functions as a noun. Gerund is verb plus ing but functions as a noun. So both these topics, they are very important. It also has present and past forms. We will be teaching you this, or I'll be teaching you this actually. So the other part is subject and verb agreement. In subject and verb agreement, you will study the rules that how a singular subject agrees with a singular verb and how a plural subject agrees with a plural verb. Sometimes we have inversion. The verb comes into the place of subject, the subject goes into the place of verb. So there are some specific rules in grammar which are very important to be learned if you want to use your daily language or your daily conversation according to the grammar structure. So that's very important. You will learn here subject and verb agreement as well. The other part is determiners. We have 3 types of determiners. postdeterminers, central determiners, and predeterminers. And almost 6 types of grammatical words are used here, such as possessive adjective, demonstrative pronoun, and some of, all of, none of, etc. And even articles are used here, so they function as a determiner in a sentence. We will discuss it, what is determiner and how does it function in a sentence. The next one is, that is inversion. What is inversion and how do we know it in a sentence? Normally when we change a simple sentence into interrogative, I mean a positive sentence into interrogative, so that inversion is helping us to make it interrogative, and with the help of inversion we make it interrogative. The other part is parallel structure. Here we are going to study that how do we use same structures before and after conjunction. So that's very important. You can learn it in this lesson. The other one is question and its types. What is question? How many types of questions do we have? These all things will be taught here. So don't miss them, and try to watch these videos so that you can get information about question and its types. The next part is included questions. In included questions we understand the formal way and informal way of question. In one way we use a direct question, in another one we use an indirect question. So that's also very important. If you use included question in your speaking, so that really gives a positive impression over the listener, and it really decorates your speaking. The other part is participles. What is participles? We have present participle and past participle. If you learn them both, so it will be very easy for you to use your language effectively. The next part is models. What are models? How do we use them in a sentence? How to make interrogative sentences with models, and how do they change their position, right? So these all things will be discussed here. And at last I have mentioned here some grammar structures. These some other structures will be written here. That is just, an indication to them. Grammatical structures will be given along with their details. So don't miss these lessons. You can learn lots of grammatical structures and their usage, right? How to use them effectively, right, in our daily life. So that's what I have listed here. Now at the end I'll just say that if you people have any suggestion and any comment, so you can comment below and you can tell me that which way is better to explain these all grammatical parts, grammar parts.